Hello everyone and welcome back to Transform with Sitha. Today's podcast will be about success is about vision. I really do believe that the vision that you have in life will determine the success you reach. So if you have a big vision, big goals, big dreams, you'll reach those dreams. But if you have the limited dreams, limited vision, you will also reap that. So today I want us to basically tap into what is our vision. What is your vision for your life? What is the vision for your future? What do you want to see in the future? Think big. That's what we're thinking. We're thinking big. So what is vision? Vision in the Oxford Dictionary is the ability to think about or plan the future with the imagination or wisdom. So it's saying, I'll repeat that again. The ability to think about or plan the future with the imagination or wisdom. So it means you have an imagination and you're thinking about the future and you have wisdom about it. So the imagination part is you've already planned it in your head, you have dreams about it, but you also have the wisdom. So in that sense, for me, I believe that means you have the points, the plans and the actions for you to actually to complete that vision. So you're not just imagining and then finishing there, but you actually have practical plans for you to actually reach that goal. So this tells me that the ability to think about and plan your future actually determines the future that you'll see. I think too many times people think that they'll somehow stumble across success, they'll stumble across achieving their goals, they'll stumble across the goals they want to reach, but it doesn't happen that way. Too often I used to think the same thing. I used to think, well, I really want it enough, I really want it and I really want to achieve this and gain this goal, but I never put any practical steps in there. I just kind of left it there. So my determination was huge, amazingly big, but there was nothing else after that. So you can never have determination and then stop there. You need the determination, but you also need the steps, the plans, the goals for you to set yourself so then you can actually achieve that vision or that plan that you have. I think so many times we can be fooled into thinking that people have achieved success easily and they've somehow blinked one day, woke up and they were a success. But I've realized that people had to work very hard for it. Just because you see the fruits at the end, that doesn't mean that they didn't have to struggle or grit down and work very hard for it. Not everyone always says this, but I think people need to be honest and actually tell people how difficult it was for them to actually succeed. Not everyone has that story to tell, but majority of people have had to work hard for their success. So what is required for you to actually achieve the future that you want? First of all, it takes planning. You have to plan the future that you want. I want to be healthy, I want to be fit, I want to make sure that I achieve this goal, I want to make sure I have this job by a certain age, I want to have this salary by this age. You have to plan. I'm eating healthy, I'm exercising 3 days a week, I'm going to have a personal trainer, I'm going to have an accountability partner for me to achieve those weight loss goals that I've been trying to get all this time. Because you've been trying to do it yourself, now add extra things. If you've been saying, well, I've tried to lose weight, I have done these things, then add an additional action point onto that. You've never had an accountability partner, add that in. You've never had a personal trainer, add that in. All these people are now adding to you being accountable and for you to actually strive to achieve those goals. You say, I want a specific job, but I don't have the qualifications. Start college, start university, enter night school, all those things that you might need to do, apply for courses, do courses online. Have those steps, add those practical steps for you to achieve that, because for you to say you want something but not actually strive for it and add the actions will lead to nothing but usually failure or just frustration. 2, I'd say write down the plan. So obviously you have this plan, write it down, write the vision that you have that you want to achieve. If that's achieving something by a certain year, or I want to buy a house within 5 years, write it down. Start the action points of financially being more responsible. Say I will save this amount each year to make sure that I achieve the deposit amount that I need, or and the extra amount that I need also for furnishing and etc. All these little steps might seem small at the time, but all these add up to create the bigger goal and the bigger vision. make sure that you're doing it for the right reasons. So make sure that your mind, your perspective is on the goal for the right reasons. You don't want to have superficial reasons for actually wanting to achieve that goal, because usually that doesn't last, especially if you have a superficial reason. Well, let's say weight loss. I always say that look for the health first. Never look for the appearance, because the appearance, it comes and goes. There's different fashionable body shapes every year, it seems like. But if you go in for health reasons, you know that, I want to live a healthy life for my partner, my children, my family, and I also want to be an example for my kids, my partner, my friends, that living healthy is beneficial. I don't want to get illnesses when I'm older. I want to make sure that I'm fit when I'm older, that I can still run around and do the things that I want to do. Look at it in the bigger picture rather than in the smaller vision of being like, oh, but I want to have this body type, which is still fine to have, but don't make that your main priority and your goal. Make sure that your mind has been set, and you make sure that the reasons that you want to do the actions that you want to do are actually a good reason. Because sometimes we can easily do things for other people, want to please people, we want someone to like us. Make sure you're doing it for yourself first and foremost. Obviously, it's good to do it for your family, your children, etc. But make sure you're doing it because you want to change yourself first, and because you're saying, I love myself and I want to do better for myself. Don't be just doing it for other people or someone else has told you. Like I said again, if you do this, it will usually most of the time fizzle out after a period of time, and you end up just not reaching your goal. Let's not just wish our life away. Let's not just hope, but let's apply action to what we want to change. I definitely believe that in my life I did this. I kind of got held up in the determination of wanting something so much that I actually didn't do anything. I just sat back and hoped that it would happen. But actually, it takes a lot of wisdom and understanding to know that you have to apply action to it. You need to understand what you're doing. I always have the motto of you need to understand what you're doing, and then after understanding that, apply action to it. So to fulfill that purpose that you have in your life, you need to research, if that means researching, read books if you need to read books, go get seminars, do all those things. I'm a big believer in always pursuing education, knowledge and understanding, because not everyone knows everything. I don't know everything, I'll be the first to admit, but actually admitting to yourself that, you know what, there's someone out there that has this specific niche and knows this. I'm going to go out there and find it, so then I can also gain more knowledge in that area. I think that is the best thing that you can do. So I want to leave you with this today. Think big. Don't think limited. Don't think low. Think big. Think bigger than yourself. Yourself as the future. You can do more than you've ever done before. You just have to know that you can. Have that mindset that I can do this. I have the ability to do this. Have the imagination, plan your future, have that wisdom, and then apply the actions and see your success come to fruition. I hope this has been helpful for someone. Please give me feedback. I'm very happy to receive feedback on these podcasts. I hope this has helped you to understand that you can do anything that you put your mind to. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Thank you for listening to Transform with Sitha.